Yo, what we saying, people? Welcome back to another video. I hope you liked the last one. This is going to be the first trade recap, so this is a special one. This is the first trade recap I've ever done, and we're just going to waste no time. Basically, we're going to get right into the video. Make sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and comment as well if you would like. Just whatever you want to see, comment it down, and I'll do my best to respond. And yeah, get it done for you. So it's kind of simple just today. Simple procedures. So whenever I'm starting my trade off, as soon as I come on my charts and I start looking for my trade, I'm always on the higher time frame. Daily is like, we're a day trader. We can look at the daily, and it is going to help us. But bro, this is going to keep flying tomorrow. As day traders, we see, well, down here, I saw the sweep on liquidity, higher time frame. As you know, my strategy starts with high time frame, sweep of liquidity, break of structure, fair value gap with the daily bias. So here we know, what do we know? We know the daily bias were bullish. We had a sweep of liquidity here on the higher time frame, and then we broke structure on the higher time frame. We had another break of structure here of this high in the higher time frame. On the breaks on the lower, on the 4 hour, on the 4 hour. So we see this market structure down here, and this is how I took this first trade. See, we're retesting fair value gaps and then pushing high, and you see these, my entry for this candle. Look how clean that is, boys. Respect that. Exactly the same here. Beautiful entries. That could have been a better entry, can't I? I'll show you why. But with this, you see, we've just broke structure, we've retraced, and then we've broke structure again here. So this candle came, retested this gap here, and then broke structure. That gives me so much confidence that we're going to keep going to the upside. I know that we've got a swing high up here to take, which we're taking now, so we could see a big drop, a retracement into some type of area, because we're sweeping this high time frame liquidity right now. But you see this, and then we have this zone above that we want to target. I didn't hold because of news, and I also saw this fair value gap. I should have shorted down here. But yeah, we break structure, and I'm just going to keep coming down the time frames. Nothing complicated, simple. We've looked at the higher time frame. We know that the market structure is bullish, obviously, and then now all we have to do is wait for our setup to happen. We've had a higher time frame sweep of liquidity, so then now I'm going to wait for it in the lower time frame. This move, I deleted it off. My entry was down here. I've got it on a video. Also my TikTok down here. And I'll explain why. But I got stopped out of this one. Break even. Here. I mean my trailing stop loss below this low. It was here and it got hit. So I got tapped out of that. And then I found my re-entry. And when I got re-entry, obviously I see we've had a higher time frame sweep, higher time frame break of structure. Now we've had that, I'm going to find a continuation entry of a fair value gap. And there's one here where I found my entry. There was an open gap here in price. I hope I'm explaining this well and I'm not like ranting on, because I do need to get used to talking, obviously, on YouTube. You see the continuation move on the lower time frame. We have sweeps of liquidity low. Price sweeps low, and then it breaks structure above. Breaks structure again here. You see that? That's nice and easy market structure right there. Nothing hard, nothing crazy. We wait for the sweep low, the break of structure, retest of a fair value gap. Now do you see my entry? If you've been listening to me properly, when I showed the higher time frame sweep of liquidity, I said for me to enter my strategy, I wait for it to happen on the higher time frame and then the lower. It happens on the higher time frame, sweeps lows, breaks structure. Go on the lower time frames, 15 minute. sweeps low, break structure, fair value gap. This is A plus. This is A plus. That got hit. I was going to hold this trade, but I saw this big imbalance that got created on the hourly. It was a 4 hour. Yeah, the 4 hour. I see this imbalance after price starts wicking out. Like, oh yeah, okay. So I'm going to take my profits here. This is a good spot. Because if price is slowing down, and this is towards the end of the day as well, this is already 3 o'clock. So, we're moving forward in the day. We're already sitting at nearly a 1 to 5. Take profits because price is going to retrace. And look at that. That sniper entry would have been insane right there, boys. Look at that. Sniping that on the lower time frame, obviously, will look a lot smoother. But if you were sniping down here and targeting our key level, we marked that to 1 to 8. Obviously, zooming in, you can get a way better entry than that. This trade that was on today, this was from the other day, and this is from today. Same procedure. Sweep low of liquidity, taps into the inverse. This would have been an amazing entry right here. We have break structure. We had a mark structure shift is break structure again, but yeah, you can simulate. They're similar, but you can use them both for different type of terms. It's like here we have a break of structure because it breaks that last high. This is on a 5 minute, but then this is the main high. So this is a market structure shift after price came to the downside. But yeah, we have sweeps of liquidity here, break of structure. I got my entry, but it was a bit of a sloppy entry because I entered and I saw there was an inverse, so I put my stop loss just below it. But I really should have just waited because I knew just it could, but my entry was still in a fair value gap, so it was still valid the way I entered for a nice 1 to 4. And this is how I explained my strategy in my YouTube video: a sweep, break, a fair value gap with the higher time frame aligned, and I'm showing you exactly how to do it simply. Look at it, boys, it's still going. Trades run for a 1 to 6 right now if I was still in this bitch, and it's just tanking. It just gold just wants to push. Look at that bitch. It is going. That thing is going. If you made it this far in the video, a bit of homework for you lot. Go on the higher time frame like this, like the 4 hour. The 4 hour is perfect. I love the 4 hour time frame. It's my favourite time frame because look at this difference. So look at the 15-minute structure here. It's not too. It's easy to read for someone who's experienced, but then you come with a 4 hour and look how much cleaner that is. You can clearly tell that's bullish. I really wish I held that trade because it's just not stopping. It really is not stopping. I don't know if we have news tomorrow. I haven't checked. I should have, because I could have been holding this trade, I can't lie. It's so, bro, this stuff is so simple, it seriously is. Like, this break of structure here, also count your confluences while you're in trades. Like, even though I've entered this trade, I see a high here, I want to see price close above and not sweep it, because if it sweeps it, then we could be getting stopped out right there. But price closes above, see next candle. It has no worries, there's nothing slowing it down, it just keeps going. This bitch is running for nearly a 1 to 7 right now. This is where I exited. This proves as well, boys, this was a 4% trade because I took partials, and this was a 3% trade because I took partials. And this is how simple it is. You don't have to be in for the full move. You don't have to hold a trade for days and days. You can literally just come in and out of the market a couple times a week and make so much coin. You see Q Banks day trading, and because of his account size is like, bro, he's sitting like 200k up for the day and he's just letting it float. It's all about account size. It's not about upping your risk. Yeah, eventually once you've mastered the skill,